Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. All of a sudden, my alarm goes off. It's time to go live, and it's like, oh my gosh, I haven't even done the pre shuffle. Crazy, crazy. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Oh, come on. Been sharing it. I just saw a new post. I thought I had the latest from both Alex, is it Miles? Alex Miles, yep, and Diego. And they both posted something within the last hour to couple hours. And it's like, okay, I gotta quick grab those. And time just got away. All right, so let's see who's gonna come on. Let me see. I don't see anybody yet. Yes, I apologize for anybody that was looking for me on Thursday. I was just kind of not with it on Thursday. The day actually did get better, but I don't know. And then Ruth and I was supposed to do the meditation Friday, and she didn't have any power. So I don't know what was going on with that. I'm assuming the power came back on, but boy, being someplace cold with no power, it's not fun. Oh, and I need to, I probably need to hook this up because I can hear my fan going bonkers as it does. Nothing I can do about it unless somebody wants to buy me a new Mac. Yeah, I know. All right, so hook that up, get that back there. See if you notice a difference, anybody that's listening. Bam. Okay, so we'll see who's coming on. And I might as well keep doing the pre-shuffle and seeing. I'm going to set I've already called in the angels. I've cleared my energy. I've cleared my space. I've cleared the cards. Hi, Miss Kim. How are you? On this beautiful Sunday. This beautiful Sunday. And I'm going to see if the card comes up. So this is for the week of January 19 through 25 of 2026. So I'm just going to see if any of the cards come up. While I'm waiting for people to come on. Miss Kim, you are the first. So how is everything in your world? It's a beautiful day here. There's a few clouds, wink, wink, but mostly sun. I'll tell you, the last few days actually have been doing great, staying warm. 15 degrees. Oh! That's chilly. Yeah, I would not do well in the cold. Even this morning. Well, my furnace got fixed. What day was it? Tuesday. So finally making progress on house build. Good. It's so interesting because in Wisconsin, so my ex-husband, he was a custom drywaller. And so he knew the builders. And actually, the house that we lived in, he built starting, they dug ground, broke ground, whatever. Is that it? No. Excuse me, in January. Thank you. I love this shirt too. And I have a little, look at this. Let me see. My neighbor's daughter gave this to me because she was going through some of Connie's stuff. And she asked me this pendant and another pendant. She goes, did you want these? And it's like, oh, yes. First off, I love them. And every time I wear it, it's like, oh, Connie's with me today. Yay! I'll do separate, Miss Jessica. Kim, let me know if you want a card. AC, I haven't seen you in a long time, man. It is very nice, and it's such. I know she. Oh, there. I know she got it. Both of them, I'm sure, at the. What do you call it? Reservation, because when she would drive between here and Colorado, she would always stay overnight at the reservation. I have petite, strong evidence that have me some resistance as a petite, strong evidence that have me some resistance as a woman. Well, Miss Kim, not sure what to say to that. Oh, man. So interesting. Okay. I keep thinking I have to go over and do the recording, and I don't. See, I've been doing it that way for so long. But let me just quick read. So this is from Diego, and he just posted this, I think, like an hour ago. Yeah. It says, "Dear friends, a vast solar coronal hole is slowly turning its face toward Earth, and with it comes a deep exhale from the sun itself. These openings in the solar atmosphere allow faster streams of solar wind to pour outward, carrying charged particles that interact directly with our planetary magnetic field. Even before the winds fully arrive, the field begins to adjust, creating a subtle but unmistakable hum in the background of our collective experience." All right, I got to read one more paragraph. "Those who are energetically sensitive," pay attention, people, because I know many of you are, often feel these solar waves before they register on instruments. There can be a sense of pressure in the head, sudden headaches that come and go, ringing or buzzing in the ears, or a gentle disorientation that feels more energetic than physical. The digestive system may also react as the nervous system recalibrates in response to the incoming solar information. So, and that just came out, like I said, within the last hour. So it's like, ooh, baby. Discrimination, oh, I see. Oh, goodness gracious. That is just not good. This is what this one guy I follow, this is what he says. Anytime there's like stuff going on, somebody that we have a conflict with, something that's coming up that, annoys us, frustrates us, send love. And it's like, bam! That's difficult to do, and if you aren't feeling it, if you feel like you can't do it, then that's when you ask the angels. Because you know what? That's what helps melt things. So grateful for a team of energy pros who surround me with love and use my home as a test for getting a house to pass blower door test. Wow. Yeah, lots of craziness, isn't there? Craziness in our world. All right, so I'm gonna pull the cards. So, or reveal, I should say, because I already have them. Some of you were seeing that at the very beginning. I was shuffling and getting the cards. So again, this is for the week of January 19 through 25. I don't know what any of the cards are. Make sure I got 3 angel cards. Yes, I do. Because sometimes I'm just yakking away and it's like, how many cards did I pull? Okay, this is for the week of, the upcoming week. So this is for everybody. I love this card, signs from above. Okay, so this tells me this is going to be a week when it feels like we'll be noticing signs from the angels, from our loved ones, from the galactics, from the divine, from the unseen beings. We are going to be noticing, and it's going to be a week where we need to call on them. You know, invite them into our day. How many times do I say this? Invite them into our day. Because once we start inviting them, it's like the signs amplify. If you think that's a sign from an angel, thank you very much, and may I have another. If you think it's a sign from a loved one, thank you very much, may I have another. So, wow, this is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun this week. Now, signs from above. It doesn't mean that, okay, sometimes it does, because these were clouds. So sometimes it is, absolutely, look up. And sometimes it's just as you're going about your day. It's kind of like, okay, this morning, this is totally a message from my brother, Steve. Totally. I'm getting, I think I was just getting the bread out of the fridge to make toast. I'm thinking, what was it that Steve used to make? He used to do this thing where it was cinnamon sugar. So my mom used to make cinnamon sugar, and he always used to sprinkle cinnamon sugar on toast. First butter, of course, and then honey. And the honey would kind of curl up, and the sugar and the cinnamon would get all mixed. He was the only one in the family that ever did that. But this morning, it's like, all of a sudden I had that thought. And it's like, oh, Steve, saying hello this morning. It was so funny. So things like that. Because I just feel Steve was just going, listen, what are you thinking? This is what I'm sending you. I love that. Okay. First angel card we have is trust in who you are. Trusting in who you are is the spiritual beings that we all are. Yeah, we're here in the 3D world, but we are spiritual beings. In a physical body, yes, but we are number one, we are spiritual beings, so trust in that. So when you're starting to see the signs, when you are starting to get those intuitive hits, that's who you are at your core. Second angel card we have is focus on gratitude. And like I said, is that a sign? Thank you very much. May I have another? That helps bring more signs on. That helps keep the connection even more. So focus on gratitude. Plus, you know what? Who wants to be living in a place where, in our minds, I'm saying in a place, in our minds, where there's something wrong with everything. So find the good things. Focus on the gratitude. Oh, third angel card we have is love your becoming. I think that is because we are shifting and evolving so much. And just like what I was just reading about Diego and the solar stuff going on, that is shifting us. That is shifting not only our physical, but our spiritual selves. So love your becoming. Wow. Whew. It feels like it's going to be an interesting week when paying attention to what, really being in the now, keeping ourselves clear, keeping our vibrations high. It's going to be really important. Keeping our energy clear. Oof. All right, I got to write this down. Signs from above so I don't forget. What do you guys all think? What do you think about that? All right, so I'm going back. Overcoming great odds. It's fabulous, despite all the solar resistance. Yeah, That's solar resistance. Hi, Miss Marlene. How are you doing? How's Miss Marlene? I get a sign, all right, when a TV gets turned off. Oh, yeah. That's pretty funny. I haven't ever had that. The only thing that I've had electrical, well, I used to have a fan. That was in Madison. And here I have had a light. It's one of those touch lamps, and it would come on. It's like, who is it? And that's what I would say. I'd see it on, and it's like, well, who is it? Because I didn't think it was anybody from my family. I always got the name George. And it's funny because the guy that used to be the owner of the house before my landlord's, his name was George, but he wasn't gone yet. So I don't think it was him. I think it was somebody from before. Me accepting the offer of help was huge. Yeah, oh man. Oh, yes, ma'am, Marlene, I gotcha. That is very difficult for many of us to ask for help. Hi, Miss Jackie Bang. Yes, you may. It's very difficult, and I don't know why, and I guess even stop saying that, Sue. If I need assistance, I'll ask for it. I easily ask for it. How's that? If I need assistance, I will easily ask for it and gratefully accept it. Ooh, how's that? Yeah. All right, so I'm shuffling for Miss Jessica. Miss Jessica, oh, no. I thought that was it, but it's not. Yeah, I'll tell you, there it is. That is one of the things, and I don't know, I don't think it's a human thing. I think it's an ego thing. Yeah. All right, Jessica. So doesn't this go right along with signs from above? So message from beyond. Yeah, I'll tell you. So this, what it feels like to me, and actually I almost feel like, so in this card, you know, you kind of have that circle going on, even though it's not an exact circle. But I feel like you are moving through, and I'm going to use the word portal, because that's the word they're giving me. But it feels like you are going through, yeah, that's the best way to describe it, because it doesn't, I'm not getting like it's a time thing, or it doesn't feel like a tunnel. It feels like a portal. So you are transitioning, and what it feels like is you are opening up more and more to the spiritual side of things. So it's almost like if you have like a carnation or a rose, carnation feels more accurate. And you're walking through it, and as you are, the carnation is opening up. That's what it feels like is that you are going through. So the message from beyond, very similar to the signs from above, pay attention, because it feels like, in the words I'm hearing, fast and furious. So sometimes, and this, I don't know if this has been happening to you or not, but it's been happening to me this week especially. I have been dreaming. They don't feel like spiritual dreams to me, but I will wake up talking. I mean, one morning I woke up and it's like, man, oh man, that was the longest ass dream that I've had in a long time. Ugh, I am just so over that dream. Yes, I was saying that out loud. But it feels like there's information that you are getting, and sometimes it's coming so fast, whether it's coming in a dream or whether all of a sudden you're just having a vision. And it's like, okay, I want to write that down, but it's like, or it feels like you're watching a movie. It feels like that's happening. Miss Jessica, let us know. All right, AC in the house. Shuffling for our AC, so Marlene says it's hard to ask for help
My family depends on what it is. Definitely an ego thing. Kick that ego to the curb. Yes, and it's the ego is not a bad thing because it helps us with so many things. But I totally get, and I think I don't know if you guys do this, but if you like say that there's somebody that okay, AC, I have your card. Say that there's somebody that you would like to ask for help, and maybe this is kind of what your family does, and you're like, oh, but they're gonna go on this whole rant about blah 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 blah, and it's like you do everything in your power to not ask because you don't want to listen to it, instead of just surrendering and asking for assistance. And when they go on their rant, just say, thank you. I appreciate, I appreciate your assistance on this. And don't say anything else. Okay, AC, let me see what we got. Oh, journey within. I love this big old tree. Yeah, there's, it feels like you're digging deep. So, it feels like you are uncovering a lot. So maybe there's old traumas, past traumas, old things that it's like, like if you have a sliver in your hand and it's been there and it's just like working its way out, it feels like you've been going through that. Whether you're getting out in nature, whether you're journaling, whether you're doing creative work, it feels like it's been, what is the word? You're helping churn up the old stuff. And it's kind of like, when they till the soil and it helps, supposedly, it helps turn stuff up, and you can see the earthworms and stuff, and it's like, wow, look at all the life that's under there. It feels like that. It feels like you're extracting. That's the word. It feels like you've been extracting something, and as you extract, it allows you to go deeper. That's what I'm getting, AC. So let me know, let us know what that's all about. Busted. This guy offered, so grateful. Oh, that's funny. I love it. All right, Kim, here we go. Here we go, Miss Kim. Yeah, and this is the other thing is it depends. It's like, oh yeah, I'll help you. It depends. If it's this, no. If it's that, sure. Awesome. Hope it all made sense. Oh, funny. All right, shuffling for Miss Kim. Miss Kim. Come on, angels. Definitely feels like old stuff is being turned over and reset for growth. All right, wow. Very interesting, Miss Kim. I don't know if you saw that, but a couple cards flew out, and one card flipped right side up. Yep, it's the only card in the deck that flipped right side up and went right back in the deck. Very interesting. Seriously, they worked diligently and did it with such grace and love. That's awesome. Love it. Grace and love. Those are two awesome words. All right, Miss Kim. Show yourself. And I think what it actually feels like is sharing your stories, just like that. They worked diligently and did it with grace and love. And especially if, you know, if something that we were fighting against, it's like, okay, finally, I give. It's kind of like, okay, and this is on a much smaller level, but it's kind of the same thing. It's like if somebody is offering you something new to eat, and you're like, ugh, that looks gross. What is it? What's in it? And you're like, oh, it even kind of stinks. What is it? And just taste it. And all of a sudden you taste it, and it's like, oh man, that's really good. I never thought. It's kind of like that. So the showing yourself is like, even though you were fighting all those little prickers, fighting, all of a sudden it's like, but now you're showing yourself. You're showing the true beauty that evolved out of it. So it feels like the show is more about sharing. Focusing on the gratitude, like you've been doing. And I think that this also plays with it big time. Love your becoming. It's like, you know, you think about every breath of the day, you are becoming different than you were a breath ago. Yeah? Oof. Think about that. So let me know, Ms. Kim. All right, Miss Marlene. Marlene says, I learned not to think that should have, could have. Yeah, absolutely. And think of the what ifs. Just move on, whatever the plan is. Yeah, because the woulda, shoulda, couldas, you know, and if they're cementing you, just so you know, Marlene, I'm shuffling for you, but if they're cementing you or you're getting stuck, here's an example, something I had done. This happened when I was still in Madison. So the house I lived in was the house that I moved into after my divorce. And I always felt very safe in that house, always. One night I had a dream. And I can't remember. I literally can't remember the dream the way it actually happened. But, ooh, Marlene, it flipped. But I remember that I was scared. I was afraid. And so what I did is I sat in my living room and I did a meditation where the dream started out the way that the dream started out, and then I imagined something different happening. And so what happened in the dream didn't happen in the meditation I was doing, in that visualization. And so every time I thought about the dream, I went back to the way I imagined it. And now it's like, that's why I'm saying I can't remember the dream, but I wasn't afraid anymore. And that had been the first time since I lived in the house that I was afraid. After that meditation, I wasn't anymore. So that's kind of like the woulda, shoulda, coulda. If they are holding you back, go into your meditation and change them. Change them. Just remember something different. It's really amazing. Okay. All right, wait. I'm going to quick read before I do the reveal for Marlene. Yes, so perfect. You had to address the old patterns to break free, and will address better ways to help old ladies rather than allow them to walk over us. Yeah. You know, and it's funny, I've heard, and I would say in the last probably 3 weeks, different TV shows where they have an older lady. One of them, what is her name? She was in Misery. She was the wicked one, but she's an attorney. And she said, yeah, they don't notice old ladies. And she's a really good attorney in this. It's a TV show. Matlock. It's the new Matlock. But, so I like it. I like it. Hi, Miss Christy. Let me know if you want a card. I'll quick add you to the list and you'll be the last. All right, Marlene says, my brother's family does this. I'm trying not to step back to old ways. Yeah. And take out the trying and just say, I am stepping into new ways. I am stepping into new ways. How's that? Okay, here we go. Marlene. Stand your ground. This card flipped over. This is that little red beetle bug. Get his black eyes and his black antenna and his little black feet. But all he did when I stepped forward is he'd back up, but he never moved his feet. And I'd back up and he'd come forward. So there's definitely something, and it's so funny because this is what you were posting right before I pulled. So my brother's family does this. I am stepping into new ways. By standing your ground, by standing up for what you believe, I am stepping into new ways. And that goes right along with love your becoming. Oh, and look at, you got the blue and the purple. I love it. I love it. That is so funny. But yeah, Marlene, you definitely, you are doing it. And this is acknowledgement that you are doing it. Can't have it a better combo right there. Kathy Bates, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Christy, yes. Okay. So Christy, you are the last. And right now I'm shuffling for Miss Jackie Bang. Kathy Bates. Did I say Christy Bates? Kathy Bates. She's really good. I just like her. And I found it's on, because I don't have, I have Tubi. I have Roku stick, and so I watch Matlock through Tubi, Tubi.tv, and it's great because when the new one pops on, I think it's only a week behind when they actually release it. Like, there it is. All right, there we go, Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie. Oh, stand tall, the back of the card. Yes, 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 stand tall. Very similar, it's like standing your ground. So something is going on with you, but it feels like, it feels like it has to do with, it's a physical thing, and yes, okay, so like when I go like this and I adjust my back, it's because my back is feeling tired, and I'm starting to slouch. And it feels like this is, yes, there's energetic, but there's also physical that feels like it's important. So pay attention to, are your shoulders back, or are you standing tall? Is your spine straight? Is your, if your back is tired, lay down. In fact, somebody just told me, I haven't done this yet, but I just heard about it yesterday. What a friend of mine does when her back is tired is it's a yoga pose where you put your feet up against the wall, so your butt is right up against the wall, you're laying on the floor, and she said within minutes. She used to do that when she was when she was doing nursing rounds, and it would always help. So there's something, it feels like it's physical for you, Miss Jackie, to pay attention to your back, pay attention to your spine area. So whether it's, getting more massages or doing some kind of energy work, something, even, what do you call it? Cranial sacral is energy work. So, not that I am trying to prescribe or anything like that, but it feels like it's more physical than emotional or energetic. Miss Jackie Bang, let me know. All right, Christy W., this is the last poll of today. That's new for me, standing. Yeah. So that's perfect. That's perfect, Miss Marlene. All right, Miss Christy W. Miss Christy W., here we go. Miss Christy W. And so this week I am on with Miss Ruth to do the meditation of the day, Thursday. What time is it? I think it's 11 o'clock. Yeah, because it's 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern. So it's... All right, Christy, that one flipped onto the floor, right side up. You're going to love this. Christy, okay. You know, I talked about this at the very beginning. And one of the things I said is this is going to be a big week where we need to be keeping our vibration high, clearing our energy. So perfect, Christy. You are the last pull of today, reminding you and everybody listening to clear your energy. Keep your energy clear. If you're frustrated about something, jump up and down so you can get that frustration out. You know, think about the pent-up energy that we hold on to. It's like, and this is great for teaching kids. Jump up and down. Shake your hands. You think that is anything that was done like, oops, accidentally? No, it shifts the energy, clears our energy. So, wow. Really interesting. And I've had a lot of flippers. I think this time I've had 3 flippers. This is really interesting because Marlene is saying the sacral and root chakras. And of course, what's right in the center? The red for the sacral and the root chakras, right? The most center colors, the red and the orange. To me, it looks more red than orange, but both of them right at the center. This turned out so interesting with the different chakra colors. They're not all perfect, but pretty darn close. So, Miss Christy, I would say maybe doing a chakra clearing meditation would be really good. I go for walks to move my energy and yell sometimes. Yelling is good. You know why? It just like, it helps release things. Because you think about it, because especially if you're yelling, like if I started yelling right now, nobody's going to hear me but you guys. It's not like I'm yelling at somebody. It's like, it's perfect. But yes, going for walks also, that is really good because you're getting outside, you're getting in nature, and nature is able to absorb those energies that don't serve you. So, bam! That's awesome. Awesome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me live today. And like I said, I will be on with Ruth on Thursday for the meditation. If you ever miss the meditation, she does those every single day. There's a different person doing meditation of the day. If you like one person, great. Follow that person. If you like this meditation and you've never liked any other meditations, save it. Either send it to yourself or you can save it you can follow on either on YouTube or on good old Facebook. So, yes, they get stuck. Reiki helps. Sitting in nature also helps. Absolutely. Sometimes just, sitting outside and just staring off into space. helps. You are very welcome, Miss Christie, and thank you, everyone. And I will see you next time. Angel blessings to you. Bye.